From a genuinely heartbreaking detail explaining why Woody is Andy's favorite toy of all, to Toy Story 5 officially shutting down one of the franchise's biggest long-running fan theories once and for all, here are 10 hidden things you didn't notice in Toy Story. But first, if Woody is your favorite, drop a cowboy hat emoji. And if you're Team Buzz, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Number 1. Why is Woody really Andy's favorite toy? Throughout the entire franchise, Andy's father is never once seen, mentioned by name, or shown in a single family photo anywhere across any of the films, which is genuinely strange if he simply wasn't around due to something as ordinary as divorce. Combine that with the fact that Woody, confirmed to be a toy originally manufactured back in the 1950s and discontinued not long after, has clearly been around for decades longer than Andy himself has even been alive. And a quiet, genuinely heartbreaking theory starts to take shape the more you think about it. In an easy-to-miss line buried early in the franchise, Andy's mom specifically refers to Woody as an old family toy, not something she bought recently for him. Since she only has one other child, Andy's younger sister Molly, Woody likely originally belonged to Andy's father before ever reaching Andy's hands. That would mean Woody isn't simply a favorite toy Andy happened to pick up somewhere along the way. He may genuinely be the last remaining physical connection Andy has to a father who's never actually shown or discussed on screen throughout the entire series. Number 2. Toy Story 5 just debunked one of the franchise's biggest theories. For years, longtime fans have believed Andy's mom was originally Jesse's owner as a child, a theory that mirrored the separate belief that Woody was passed down through Andy's father's side of the family instead. Toy Story 5 finally puts that specific half of the theory to rest completely. Centered on Jessie's journey helping Bonnie make new friends, the story eventually leads her back to her original owner's childhood home, revealed through the name stitched inside her boot, Emily. In one of the film's most emotional scenes, Jessie discovers a carving reading her own name near a tree Emily used to play beside as a child, only to slowly realize it was never actually referring to her at all. Emily grew up, eventually had a daughter of her own, and named that daughter Jessie specifically after her favorite childhood toy. Since Andy only has one sibling in the entire franchise, his sister Molly, this detail definitively confirms Andy's mom was never Jessie's original childhood owner after all. Number 3. A monster in Monsters, Inc. may have accidentally walked into Sid's room. In one specific scene from that film, a monster steps through a closet door fully expecting to scare an ordinary sleeping child for energy, only to come running back out in complete, genuine panic just seconds later. Pause the scene right before he flees the room entirely, and the exact poster hanging on the wall behind him matches the same poster found decorating Sid's bedroom from the original Toy Story. The theory suggests this particular monster didn't stumble into a scared, ordinary child's bedroom by mistake at all. He actually walked straight into Sid's room specifically, and given Sid's well-documented history of aggressively tormenting his own toys throughout that entire film, it's entirely plausible he turned around and tried attacking the monster instead of reacting with fear like every other child in that universe. Number 4. What if Toy Story 5 ends with the toys finally returning to Andy? With the franchise already confirmed to center this new installment around the toys facing off against modern technology alongside Bonnie, one genuinely fan-imagined ending suggests an emotionally satisfying way to bring the entire saga full circle. By this specific point in the timeline, Andy has already graduated college, gotten married, and is expecting his very first child of his own. What better way to welcome a brand new kid into the world than handing them the exact same toys their own father once cherished so deeply as a child himself? That ending would bring the franchise completely full circle, with Andy once again playing with his own beloved childhood toys, except this time sitting alongside his own son or daughter as a brand new generation begins. Number 5. 3 behind-the-scenes details hidden in Toy Story 4. A car shown briefly in the film carries a license plate directly referencing 1997, the same specific year a Pixar employee reportedly typed the wrong command during production and accidentally deleted the entire in-progress Toy Story 2 project, nearly forcing the studio to start completely over from scratch. Mr. Potato Head's voice performance throughout this particular film was actually recorded posthumously, pieced together using previously recorded audio from the original actor who had already passed away roughly 2 years before the movie's actual theatrical release. And if you look closely at Buzz Lightyear's overall design throughout the film, his chest stickers are subtly shown slowly peeling away over time, a small continuity detail reflecting years of natural wear. Number 6. Did Sid from the first movie grow up to work at Andy's old school? Sid, the neighborhood kid infamous for aggressively torturing his own toys throughout the original film, has a noticeable, genuine change of heart after Woody deliberately scares him near the end of that movie and appears to start treating toys with real care from that point forward in the story. Years later, in Toy Story 3, a background janitor character is shown wearing that exact same distinctive skull print t-shirt Sid wore as a kid decades decades earlier. According to a genuinely popular fan theory, that specific janitor is actually Sid, now fully grown up, having apparently carried both that same personal style and that same childhood lesson about kindness into his adult life. Number 7. Bonnie's backpack might be a Quiet Monsters, Inc. reference. Early in Toy Story 4, as Bonnie walks confidently into her classroom for the very first time, her backpack features a distinct spotted pattern paired with a color scheme that closely resembles Sully's own fur texture and coloring from Monsters, Inc., a small, genuinely easy-to-miss visual nod quietly connecting two entirely separate Pixar universes together in one background prop. Number 8. Was Mr. Potato Head secretly jealous of Woody this whole time? Throughout the entire first film, Mr. Potato Head consistently and repeatedly doubts Woody's leadership at nearly every opportunity, mocking him openly the moment Buzz first arrives on the scene, questioning nearly every decision Woody makes, and eventually turning the rest of the toys against him entirely after Buzz gets accidentally pushed out the window during a tense confrontation. One theory suggests the actual reason behind that grudge traces back even further than the events of the movie itself. Before Woody ever came along, Mr. Potato Head may have genuinely been Andy's favorite toy, being exactly the kind of simple, colorful toy younger kids naturally gravitate toward first, before eventually moving on to more complex toys as they grow older. Once Woody clearly became the new favorite in Andy's collection, Potato Head may have felt quietly replaced and increasingly bitter about his own diminished role over time, which would genuinely explain his immediate excitement to embrace Buzz as an exciting new leader the very moment Woody's position within the group looked even slightly shaky. By the very end of the film, though, he genuinely seems to come to terms with Woody's leadership once and for all, especially after reuniting happily with his own wife and personally watching Woody and Buzz finally learn to get along, which fits perfectly with why he later helps rescue Woody without a single moment of hesitation in the very next film. Number 9. 5 small details hidden throughout Toy Story 2. When Al is on the phone finalizing the sale of Woody to a Japanese toy museum overseas, he noticeably mispronounces a specific Japanese phrase,
"Don't touch my mustache!"
that actually translates to "you're welcome" in English. Among the visible stars shown in one particular scene, the classic Pixar desk lamp mascot is cleverly hidden as its own subtle background constellation for eagle-eyed viewers to spot. The specific cleaner who carefully restores Woody's damaged arm later in the film is actually the exact same character originally featured in the earlier Pixar short film Gary's Game, complete with his signature chess pieces visible sitting inside one of his open drawers. Al's toy barn itself is shown selling toys from A Bug's Life somewhere in the background of one particular store shot, and as Ham flips rapidly through television channels searching specifically for the Al's Toy Barn commercial, quick flashing frames from several much earlier Pixar short films flash by in the background, including Tin Toy, Knick Knack, Red's Dream, and Lookso Jr. Number 10. Did Rex somehow survive all the way to the end of the world in WALL-E? During one brief, easy-to-miss shot in WALL-E, tucked quietly into the corner of WALL-E's own personal shelf full of carefully collected knickknacks gathered over the years, Rex the dinosaur toy can genuinely be spotted sitting among the rest of WALL-E's various collected items. Since Rex is made almost entirely out of durable plastic material rather than anything organic or biodegradable, it raises a genuinely fun, open-ended question about whether other similarly durable toys like Woody or Buzz could have theoretically survived that exact same enormous stretch of time as well, though something more fragile and multi-piece like Mr. Potato Head, made up of dozens of small separate parts, would realistically have a far smaller chance of staying fully intact across that same span of time. And that's it. Which one surprised you the most? The emotional truth behind Woody being Andy's father's old toy, or Rex somehow surviving all the way into the far future events of WALL-E? Let me know in the comments below. If you want part 2 of this breakdown, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed, because we're uncovering even more hidden secrets from this franchise very soon.